Good morning. It's the weekend.
I want you to want me forever and always, but you only want me when you're feeling lonely. But that hardly happens, 'cause you're very pretty and everyone wants you to want them forever.
Kiss. That's good. Cheers, friends. Cheers again. Cheers all around. It's an interesting thing to stand in front of a camera and give a monologue. Sometimes I feel completely, utterly ridiculous, and in a way, it is. But it's also completely, utterly amazing, everything that's going on here. So whether it's too many cheers or uber cheesiness, highs and lows and everything in between, I just appreciate that you're here experiencing all of this with me. So, welcome to another episode of Wildflower Summer. We're blooming. I'm blooming, you're blooming. We are blooming into the dream versions of ourselves as best as we can. And I'm entering into, I guess it's been a month and a half, closer to 2 months of being alone. Oh yeah, it's had its highs and its lows, and I've come to realize that I have to be really, really intentional with my time alone, because if I don't, it's a very slippery slope into bad habits that ultimately make me feel lousy and lazy and just very low. I have to push myself outside my comfort zone, because it's surprising how many things have become uncomfortable to me since being alone. I feel like we've all gone through this evolution of productivity, especially in the United States. Hustle culture was really prized and encouraged, and then perhaps it was the pandemic or just inevitable burnout in general that comes of hustling and hustling and hustling and never resting. And so we went from here to now we're somewhere maybe in the middle, where we recognize that productivity doesn't define one's worth or one's value as an individual. You do not have to perform in order to be worthy of love, in order to be able to enjoy your life. Maybe I'm projecting or generalizing, but this has been the pattern of my years so far, or the lessons that I've been learning. And so now I'm at this place where I recognize that it's important to rest and, yes, work, but to not define my self-worth with how much I'm able to work. And with that, I have this whole new dilemma or question, that is, how do I take care of myself? In a previous video, I mentioned that I always say you deserve to enjoy your life, but it's only recently that I've kind of realized that it can be difficult to enjoy your life, to make the time to do the things that you love doing, to even know what you love doing, and then actually to have the discipline to do those things, because it's actually so much easier to sit and scroll on your phone or binge watch a show or YouTube videos, which I do all the time. And now, outside of hustle culture, I've learned that it's perhaps more important to be intentional with your off time than it is to be with your work time. To be, I don't know what other word to use than productive, but to spend your off time in a way that truly uplifts you and inspires you and makes you feel just rejuvenated and full of life. That's really important. But how the heck do we do it? That's my question, as I've been alone for a month and a half and have continually slipped down the slippery slope into the darkness. It's like, how do I like stop this? How do I get out of this? You do need to feel your feelings to an extent, but it's becoming rather ridiculous, and instead of doing this, I'm ready to do like this. So, with that in mind, I have decided to dedicate my free time this week to doing something that brings me joy each day, to just treating myself to something simple or big, just being intentional with my free time, and I would love for you guys to join me. Today's plan is to bake myself a cake. I actually really enjoy baking, and I haven't done any of it since Landon's left because, well, it's just me here and I don't want to be eating a ton of cupcakes or a ton of desserts, cookies, whatever you name it. I deserve to bake myself a cake, or rather, I don't need the presence of someone else to warrant baking if it brings me joy. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy myself extra small cake pans, if they exist. I'm gonna go to this grocery store that has, I think, a really good selection of kitchenware, and hopefully I can find mini cake pans and make myself a mini cake. Let's get to it. Yes, I've got something for you. I am back from the grocery store, and you guys, I found the perfect pan. I got a couple, so this is gonna be an adorable cake. I just have to figure out how to work the recipe to fit to this size. I also couldn't help myself. I picked up a nail polish, Mermaid Magic. How fun is that? As you can see on my nails right now, I have a little bit of glitter. It's very old, like 2 weeks old, but I've lately been really enjoying painting a layer of glitter on my fingernails. It's subtle to the point where you might not notice, but if you give it a second look, there's some magic there. So I saw that beautiful nail polish and decided to get it. I also picked up groceries for the week. These are the odds and ends that I needed to be able to make the recipe for the cake, and then the rest of it is just veggies and some fruit. Odds and ends. That was something very unexpected about living alone. I spend so much less money on food because I eat about 1/4 the amount of food that Landon did. So food lasts me so much longer, and therefore grocery shopping is so much like cheaper because I don't have to buy nearly as much food. So an unforeseen positive about living alone. There are many positives about living alone, like being able to make a cake just for oneself. Speaking of which, I should probably share the recipe with you guys. I have decided to try something entirely new. Let me see. I saved it on my phone. I just don't know where my phone is. Where art thou, mobile? Over here, in the kitchen. Oh, and in my screenshots, I don't have the author of the recipe or the baker of the recipe. So I will link it down below and absolutely give her credit here. But I'm excited to try this recipe. It looks moderately complex and extremely delicious. What is this? Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh man, my tummy hurts from laughing, so it looks like a second grader made this cake. This is ridiculous. Well, hopefully it tastes better than it looks, and I'm gonna still try and add some more icing to it, but okay, let's see if this is fixable. Definitely some cake crumbs, definitely I feel like I'm making it worse. It's like a little kid drew all over the wall and I've stuck a band-aid on it to try and fix it. And yet I'm still trying. Don't know why I'm doing this. Kind of cute, kind of rustic. Little misshapen, but who says there's a perfect cake shape? Not I. Okay, okay. Now I'm getting excited. Just layer it on. As it turns out, icing is a mistake eraser. I feel like that's enough icing. I'm good with that. Am I? Okay, maybe a little bit more. Do I? There's this side. Let's do this side. Oh, it's so cute. This is why you don't give up on things in the middle or 3/4 of the way through. Stick with it until the end. Inspirational baking with Morgan Long. Oh, it's so cute. She's not perfect, but we love her imperfections. Did a second grader make this cake? Maybe so. You know what I think it was? It's my inner child. Just enjoying life, because I'm enjoying my life now by making cakes for myself. And so I guess my inner child came out and took control and made this lovely cake. It is really, really adorable. And I can't wait to try it. But you guys, I have a little surprise. Don't get too excited. Hold that thought. Ba-ba-da-da. This cake is for us. Well, it's for me. I wish I could share it with you guys. Part of enjoying your life is celebrating your accomplishments, and Landon always helps me to celebrate my accomplishments, and it's not something that I'm good at doing on my own. And so reaching 80,000 subscribers here on YouTube is an amazing accomplishment. If anybody else in my life were to do that, I would be absolutely thrilled for them, and I would want to make them a cake. And so I made myself a cake, and I want to share it with you guys. I really, really, really wish that I could give you a slice, as long as it tastes better than it looks, that is. I wish you could smell it. Anyways, this cake is a celebration of all of us here. Thank you so, so, so very much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this channel. I've said it so many times now, but my videos wouldn't matter if not for you. It's the act of you watching my videos that gives them meaning. If not for you, I would just be another person putting videos on the internet. It's all of us together that make my videos meaningful. So thank you so, so very much. Now, we had better blow out these candles before they tip over. They're really leaning. And so, I want you guys to blow these candles out with me. And instead of a birthday wish, excuse me. Instead instead of a birthday wish, let's make a wish for ourselves, for our dreams, for our best selves, okay? Think of yourself as a friend, and think of the very best that you would want for a friend, and wish it for yourself. Ready? 1, 2. Oh wait, I haven't thought of mine. Hold on. Okay, got it. Ready? 1, 2. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. This tastes exactly like birthday cake, like childhood birthday cake. Ooh. I kind of feel like I'm going crazy, you guys. Who gets this excited about a cake? I'm going in with the raspberry now. Big bite. That is so good. Wow. My plan is to enjoy this cake each morning with my coffee. I love bitter coffee with sweet treats, and now, because it's just me, this cake is gonna last me a week, hopefully, and I'm gonna enjoy it each and every morning. And every morning will be a celebration of all of us here together.